The cabin lights flickered once before returning to normal. Passengers whispered, thinking it was just turbulence. But for 16-year-old Lily Harper sitting in seat 7A, something felt wrong. She had noticed the sharp turn moments earlier, the kind that pilots usually correct in seconds. This time they didn't. Lily's mother was asleep beside her, head resting gently on the window. Around them, businessmen scrolled through phones. A toddler cried in row 10, and the flight attendants were rolling the drink cart. Everything felt ordinary, until the cockpit door cracked open. A flight attendant stumbled out, pale as paper. Her voice trembled as she shouted toward the cabin crew. "Both pilots, they're unconscious!" Gasps filled the air. The plane jolted again. Drinks spilled. Someone screamed. Lily's heart hammered. Her father had been a pilot before he passed away in a small aircraft crash 5 years ago. He'd taught her the basics on a simulator, how the yoke felt, what the instruments meant. But that was a lifetime ago. Passengers were now panicking. The flight attendants tried to calm them, but fear spread like wildfire. "Is there anyone who can fly the plane?" One shouted into the cabin. For a moment, silence, then Lily stood up. Her voice shook. I've practiced on simulators before. My dad was a pilot." The attendant stared at her, a teenager barely old enough to drive. But they had no choice. She was their only hope. As Lily entered the cockpit, she froze. Both pilots were slumped forward, oxygen masks hanging loosely. The smell of burnt electronics filled the air. The radio crackled with static. Outside, the clouds thickened, stormy gray, endless. She took a deep breath, remembering her dad's words. "Flying isn't about bravery, Lily, it's about calm and chaos." She slid into the captain's seat, fingers trembling, and reached for the headset. "Mayday, mayday, this is Flight 143. Both pilots are unconscious." "I repeat, both pilots are down. Requesting immediate assistance." Static. Then a voice. "Flight 143, this is air traffic control." "Who is this speaking?" "Lily Harper." "I'm 16 years old." A long pause. "Okay, Lily," the voice said, calm but urgent. "We're going to get you home." The storm outside intensified, lightning flashing against the wings. Lily's grip tightened on the yoke. Every instinct screamed at her to panic, but she didn't. The air traffic controller's voice stayed steady. "Lily, I need you to check the autopilot." Her eyes darted across the instrument panel. Her father's lessons came flooding back. Middle switch for heading, knob for altitude. She found it, flicked it off, and took manual control. The plane jerked violently. Passengers screamed again. "Flight 143, you're descending too fast," the voice said. "I'm trying," Lily yelled. Sweat ran down her forehead as she fought the controls. Behind the cockpit door, she could hear muffled prayers. A man in row 14 clutched his chest, crying. The cabin was chaos. But in the cockpit, silence. Only the hum of the engines and Lily's ragged breathing. "Lily," the controller said, "listen to me carefully. You're not alone. I'm putting Captain Roberts on the line. He's an F-18 pilot and will guide you step by step." A calm, deep voice came through. "Hey kid, name's Roberts. We've got you on radar. You're flying a Boeing 143, right?" "Yes," Lily replied, voice cracking. "Good, you're doing great. First, stabilize your pitch at 5 degrees. That'll level you out." Lily followed instructions. The plane steadied. For the first time, she exhaled. "Now check your fuel indicators," Roberts continued. "You've got about an hour of flight left. We're going to aim for the nearest safe runway, Miami International." Lily blinked. "Miami? That's hundreds of miles away." "That's right," he said. "And you're going to take us there." Outside, the storm started to clear. The setting sun broke through the clouds, bathing the cockpit in golden light. In that moment, Lily whispered softly, "Dad, I hope you're watching." Minutes turned into hours. Lily's arms ached, but she kept steady hands. Captain Roberts stayed with her the whole time, calm and reassuring. He explained the landing sequence, one system at a time. "Lily, when we get near Miami, you'll see the runway lights. You'll need to lower your speed gradually. Don't fight the plane, guide it." Her voice wavered. "What if I mess up?" "You won't," Roberts replied. "You've already done the hardest part, keeping everyone alive." Back in the cabin, the passengers began to sense hope. Some recorded videos, others prayed. A woman in tears said, "That little girl, she's saving us." Lily felt every second pass like an hour. When the Miami coastline appeared on the radar, Robert's voice grew firm. "Okay, kiddo, this is it. Flaps down. Gear down. Her hands moved automatically, guided by instinct and memory. The ground came into view. Flashing lights, emergency crews, and crowds gathering along the runway. Bring her down gently, Roberts said. You've got this, the wheels touched. The aircraft bounced once, twice, then screeched to a stop. The cabin erupted in cheers. Passengers sobbed, clapping, hugging strangers. Lily sat frozen, staring ahead in disbelief. She had done it. She'd landed a Boeing 143, alone. When the emergency crews rushed aboard, Lily's mother woke up, confused and terrified.
Lily, what happened?
Lily just smiled weakly. It's over, Mom. We're safe. The passengers surrounded her, tears streaming, thanking her one by one. Reporters were already arriving. Cameras flashed as paramedics carried the unconscious pilots out. Lily's name spread across every news channel that night. 16-year-old girl saves 187 lives. But what the cameras didn't capture was that quiet moment later, when Lily stood alone beside the aircraft, watching the sunset reflect off the silver wings. She whispered to herself, "I did it, Dad. I finally did it." Her courage became a symbol of hope, a reminder that bravery doesn't come from age or training, but from heart. The next day, Captain Roberts met her in person. He hugged her and said, "You didn't just land a plane, Lily. You gave the world something it was missing, faith." And somewhere above, in the orange sky over Miami, Lily knew her father was smiling.